Hi boys and girls. So today we're going to explore color mixing using liquid watercolor paints and your piece of paper. Now this is going to be part of the project that you did last week when you drew your self-portrait. It's also kind of like in the movie that we watched of The Story-ish, where the boy draws all the pictures and then he crumples them up because he doesn't like them. Well, we're going to be crumpling up our paper just like him, but we're going to be using it to make art. So when you get your paper, you're going to actually crumple it up into a ball as best you can. You want it to be small, you want it to be wrinkled and kind of rounded. Now you're going to keep it because you are going to use it just like this to paint on it. And that's how we're going to get a cool textured effect. So make sure when you finish crumpling it up, you don't do anything with it. You hold onto it so that you can paint it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with one color. Now, I want some areas of my paper to be yellow. So I'm going to take my paintbrush and I'm just going to lightly tap my paper with some yellow liquid watercolor paint. I'm going to rotate it around. And you can paint it all over, or you can paint it just in one place. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of a coat, and I think I'm gonna actually mix some colors at the end. So I want there to be a little bit of yellow because I really like green. And in order to get green, I have to have blue and yellow. So I wanna have yellow so that when I use my blue, then there's yellow available to make green with. So I'm covering my paper all over with the yellow paint. Now, if you can see that, I started dripping and I don't want to drip because it's going to waste paint. So I want to be very careful. If you have too much on your brush, you can just tap it on the side of the paint cup and it will help keep the drips off the table. All right, my ball is almost all yellow now, as you can see. So I'm going to start getting ready for my next step. My next step is I'm gonna take my paper and I'm gonna very carefully unwrap my paper. I don't want to tear it because wet paper can be easy to tear. Oops, I absolutely already ripped it. So I'm going to very carefully unfold my paper. If you do tear it, just raise your hand. I know we can fix it, so don't worry. Also, my paper is thinner than yours. Yours should be better. All right, so now I have my little blotches. I'm going to actually take my paper and I'm going to crumple it up again a different way. So now I have more white showing. And now I'm going to go to a different color. Actually, first I'm going to kind of absorb some of my drips. Okay, now I'm going to do pink. Now pink and yellow are going to mix to make orange. So anywhere they overlap, I'm going to get orange. But I still want there to be some yellow and I still want there to be some pink. Don't forget, when I add my blue, blue and pink make purple, or blue and red make purple. So I want to leave some room so that I can make some purple when I have my blue. But I am going to overlap a little yellow, just not all of it. And I'm going to keep dabbing my paper with my paintbrush and covering up the white. Okay, if you don't want too much pink and you feel like you're ready, or you've got all of your pink area, your white areas covered with pink and you're ready, you can then very carefully start to unfold your paper. If you need help, ask a teacher. Raise your hand and I will come help you. Okay, because some of these can be a little bit tricky to unfold without tearing, but we're going to be really careful. Now, if you can see this, I know it's a little dark because they're still wet, but some of the areas where we have pink and yellow are starting to look a little bit orange. So now I'm going to take my paper one last time, I'm gonna crumple it up. Now I've got some white areas, and I'm gonna then go in and dab it with my blue watercolor paints. Now where that touches the pink is going to turn purple, because pink and blue make purple, or red and blue can make purple. Pink and red are very, very similar. They're almost the same. So you can see some of the purple already starting. And then where I've got yellow areas, look at that beautiful turquoise green. This is gonna start looking like green. So I'm gonna try to paint all the white spaces I see, and then I can still leave some of the yellow areas if I want to, but I'm gonna try to cover as much as I can with the blue, because I love this color of blue. Got a little purple in there with my pink. Color all the white spots. This is gonna be a very blue paper, I think. Let's see what happens. So I'm doing all my dabbing. And my paper is getting pretty wet, so I'm gonna be extra careful when I unfold this. All right, and I'm making a little bit more green, a little bit more purple. Okay, now it's all covered. I'm gonna start unfolding, and look at that beautiful rainbow of colors. Now I know my paper is getting a little bit more ripped. Yours probably won't rip, because Miss Stubbs is using a little bit thinner paper in the video than you guys are gonna use. But once you unfold it, look how pretty. And this is gonna be the background picture for your self-portraits that you drew. Look how pretty. So you've got pink, you've got purple areas, we've got a little bit of oranges in there from where the yellow and the pink overlapped. We've got green, we've got blue. This looks beautiful. So you're going to be doing the same thing, and hopefully, and if you want, you can do it more than once. If you want to go back and crumple it up so you don't have any more white spots, you can do that too. It's up to you. All right, guys, I hope you have fun exploring your color mixing, and don't forget, yellow and blue make green. Pink and blue make purple. And yellow and pink make orange. One more thing I forgot to add is that when you're using one color, you're gonna keep that paintbrush in the cup. So you should have a brush color that matches your cup. So you'll have a blue brush that goes in the blue cup with the blue paints. That way you won't get confused, because if I put the blue brush into the yellow paint, all the paint's gonna get ruined and turn green. So you cannot do that. You need to pay attention to make sure. So in your yellow cup, I don't have the brushes here at my house where I'm doing the video from, but you'll have yellow brushes in your cup. So the yellows will stay with the yellow, blues will stay with the blue, and the reds will stay in the magentas and the pink. Okay, so make sure you're paying attention to where your brushes go into which cup. Okay guys, get ready and have fun.